Hi, so this is a series of tutorials about how to design instruction for use with interactive whiteboards. This is based off a workshop we performed here at Merit and we'll be performing again. So if you have some questions, I suggest you come to the workshop or contact me. My name is Joe Morgan. So we'll jump right in. This is an intro activity that I use for getting people used to interacting with the board. So I have them write their name, and indicate how long they've been in Madison by dragging an icon. I've been here for 5 years, so I'll put in one Packers helmet. So there's 3 main types of whiteboard lessons that I've seen. This first video will deal with ones that use movement. And so each of these lessons involve asking someone to move something or arrange something that's already on screen so that they can better apply the source material that they've been learning. For example, this is a lesson that one could use with some first or second graders, kindergartners. It's probably where you'd want to use this, where they take a concept they've learned, which is the difference between something small and something big, and they apply it through movement. So the students would come up and group the different things together. So all the big animals, the cow, the giraffe, the elephant, go one area, small animals go another. It's a simple lesson that involves movement to reinforce a concept they may have learned the day before. This would be a good activity at the beginning of the day to help get the students focused, or after recess, after lunch, times when there's a lot of energy and you can apply that energy to reinforcing the concepts. It can also be used for more advanced students, so not just for elementary school students. Here's an example of using movement and interactive whiteboards to explain chemistry. So carbon is an element that has 6 protons, 6 neutrons to make it carbon-12, and 6 electrons. So let me create that. A chemistry teacher could create every element they want to discuss on the spot. And 6 neutrons. So they can start off by explaining how the number of neutrons and protons, how the number of neutrons, protons, and electrons make each element. Almost finished here. And so this is carbon-12 because there are 6 protons and 6 electrons, and then 6 neutrons. So 6 protons plus 6 neutrons equals 12. That makes it carbon-12. If the instructor wanted, they could have the students make carbon-14 or some other isotope by dragging up the requisite number of protons or neutrons. You can also reset the page to have students apply the learning by making, say, hydrogen, which just has 1 proton and can't remember if it has a neutron or not. We'll just leave that to the side. I'm not a chemistry teacher. And 1 electron. Here's another example of movement to teach students about fractions. So you have a chocolate bar here. There's 10 pieces of which. So you can explain that this makes 1/10. 2 pieces are 2/10 of the whole bar. The bar's 10 pieces. So 2/10 are 2 of those pieces. You can also teach them about addition. For example, by having them add what are 4/10 plus 4/10. The answer, of course, 8/10. So you don't have 1 full bar yet, but you're close. And the final one is you can use it to show geography. So in explaining the Kansas-Nebraska Act, you can explain how people from the north of the United States came to Kansas to try and make it a free state, and people from the south came to Missouri to make it a slave state. And in the process, they created a war that was a precursor to the Civil War. So that's all the time I have now. Next one we'll go into how to make lessons that use annotation.